Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Option play. They give it to Barkley. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Man in motion, headed right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He'll cobble together a yard there. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Zach Bond with the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap to Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he got this close to midfield before going out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Here's Jackson to throw. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Working quickly here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and long for him here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Hey, report.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Allen on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens looking for a score before halftime.
Hey.
1st down, here's Lamar. Catch made by Allen. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's Henry running left. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Hit made by Josh Uche. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Mitchell gets it from the gun, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Mitchell again. Has a big hole left. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw for Jackson. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Mitchell will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Offense up to the line fast. Again, this is Mitchell. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They go to Barkley again. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage to the top of the rack and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Barkley's got it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Now Barkley, and the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To the ground with Barkley, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over as he records his 10th career INT. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. The ones you get, you have to. You have to.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch who really makes the magic happen.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this.